ProblemsIRL. He's been in a BOILeR Weekly before. We've seen him here plenty of times. He's been around the scene. By the way, that should reset Casper's run in a second. Boy, I hope that resets Casper's run in a second. We're going to see if my item tracker is that jacked or not. My item tracker is that jacked. No, it isn't. Okay, good. It did reset. Fuck yeah,
all right, good. Thank God.
And they're Slack. Cool. Perfect timing, because that's right about as they're going to start. So everything's up and running. We got Casper on the right, like I said, who's resetting. And there we go. Now we got everything running perfect. Yes, we got it. Winning! So that is our former champion of Season 2. And again, like I said, perfect timing on Slack showing back up for this, because now I sadly have to rub this in. I was trying to get this done before you showed back up. Sorry.
I've been here the whole time. I've been listening. It's just that you've been talking a lot. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to interrupt.
Well, fair enough.
I'll let you do your thing.
You could have totally gotten in there anytime you wanted to. But yeah, Casper's our defending champion. Like I said, Slack probably remembers that slightly too well, I would imagine. And, yeah, well, you got to be smiling that he's got this matchup, though. I'm kidding.
I'm interested to see this. I'm glad that we're starting off early, and they're off.
Indeed, and again, Problems is kind of overseas, so there's going to be a bit of a delay.
Right, yeah.
But as you're seeing, we do have a ref in the channel. They know exactly what's going on as far as how many resets there are. They sent them both off at the exact same time, and they're going to call out the winner in that voice chat as well. So if you guys are watching, it's !multi2. There it is in chat already. Thank you. If you guys check out the link for both Casper and Problems, then trust me on this one, you're going to be okay with this. Okay, so I'm keeping track of Problems resets in my head as well here, too, as I'm saying all this, and it's not as easy as you'd think. So, nonetheless, we get 5 resets again.
Third start right now.
Yeah, we're
Casper
just about the same.
Running his second one right now. Okay, on to the third.
Yep, now we're dead even on the resets and everything here, so there is nothing for these two so far. By the way, I do not know what...
Sun card start.
Ooh, it's not bad.
If he gets an item, like even just a half-decent item off of this, I feel like he should go with it.
I have to agree. Just for the mapping aspect of that Sun card that Problems has, we're talking about Problems, by the way. Casper just resetting it. Wow. That first room going in here. Although he's got nothing again. Wow, Casper's almost out of resets.
Jeez. He hasn't even found an okay thing to take.
On the other hand, Problems has got Jacob's Ladder to begin with, and you can see that electricity shooting around the room, so he's good to go. Along with, I didn't even notice this up here, metal plate. I didn't even see that in the upper corner.
Ah, nice. He did go back to re-roll that one. Interesting.
You know what? I'm not taking Ludovico, but I'll take that Cricket's body on Casper's side, so he's off.
Body, yeah, you got to do that one.
Again, not necessarily the greatest thing, but this many resets in, he had no other choice. It was that or skip an item room.
Yep. And I mean, this Cricket's body isn't bad with this rule set.
No, not at all.
It's a fun start. It can get a little bit of bonus damage sometimes, and it's a fun item. It synergizes quite well with a few things, like if he picks up a Death's Touch. That is some majorly strong room clear action.
I'm now half expecting to see that as the next item.
As strong as a Jacob's Ladder, though.
No, Jacob's Ladder is so nice.
Growth hormones, the stack on top of that body is real good, though.
Although many bosses right off the bat. Wow, there goes the... Wow, I thought for sure he was getting hit. Never mind, shutting up. I thought Casper got hit there, but... Oh, there it is. Oh, so cheap at the last second by that spider. There goes the Devil Deal. Real good chance. It's not guaranteed, but he still has a chance.
At 36%, that's a lot lower than 100.
Yeah, I didn't say good chance. That, but... I definitely don't mean a good chance, but he has a chance. More soul hearts on Problem side.
Plenty of soul hearts for Problems.
About Spider Baby?
Spider Baby. I mean, you can't re-roll it.
Yeah,
so.
For those that are wondering why he can't re-roll it, he could, but you want to save that. Oh, and of course now a battery drops.
And now there's a battery, of course.
Of course, but you want to save that re-roll for the Devil Deal that's coming up. Theoretically guaranteed on your second floor, because those are going to be better items in 90% of the cases.
I already, after I checked my item room and I got all those extra soul hearts, I already would have gone back to check my first room if I were Problems here.
I would too, honestly, because you don't have to worry about giving up the Devil Deal off a red heart damage. Yeah, you're way in the clear.
Very small chance that he's going to lose his Devil Deal here.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. Unless there is just the most ruthlessly brutal double boss fight ever through this room, which it's not. There's a lot of enemies, but like that means nothing.
Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah, it means nothing with Jacob's Ladder. How much stamina, excuse me, how many hearts on the right? There are 3 red hearts under there. I know that's super hard to see. There are 3 red hearts that you can barely see the third one being empty before the 2 blue ones. But he has 3 total. It's just the alignment of everything. You never know where stuff's gonna get aligned, Lon. So that's not your fault. Don't worry. Ooh.
Rotten Baby, yeah, I agree with taking that to lock in.
Goat head, yes.
Goat head.
Now you don't have to lock in. Now you know you're getting that door open every time. So forget locking in.
Does Problems get an early item room to take advantage of that battery? Doesn't
Not
look like
yet.
it's going to.
He's got a curse room up here, though, which, again, by the same premise, I wouldn't mind checking right now, because he's got the soul hearts to cover it.
Yeah, if he gets a nice cursed room in there, that'll be real good.
And especially, like, just for having the D6 roll right now, I gotta do it.
Yeah.
Ooh, and Casper right onto a quadruple, excuse me, Girdling room. Or Gertie Jr.,
But
excuse me.
right into his boss right away. That is
Yes.
pretty great. And Problems checks his cursed room and gets slapped in the face for it.
And that is why I never should check my curse rooms, but I always do, and I get that exact outcome every time.
But you gotta.
You have
another
to.
Devil deal.
I agree. Wow. Krampus again. We'll take
But
that
I
call.
mean, at this point, it's the higher chance since he is actually taking devil deals now.
Yep. Plus you got Little
Lumbercold.
Steven, so now we got another follower following him with Homing Tears. Makes up that red heart with that soul heart, or excuse me, with the eternal heart now becoming a full one.
Another battery for Problems. They are all over the place for him. I think he needs to roll through this boss pool unless... I would go back for that the battery recharge there.
He's got
roll
two
the
in
boss
back.
room
Does he
again
have two?
to hope for some damage.
Does he have two in back-to-back rooms or just one?
No, just one.
Just the one. Okay, yeah, now I can see a little bit better. Yeah, so I got to agree. I mean, it's not that much. Well, or just take the Halo. I mean,
The Halo, all right. Decent.
Given what it is, I don't want to roll it away. I mean, damage
There's
is
a
damage.
really good chance that you're just going to roll into junk.
Yeah,
HP
and damage
ups,
is
pure
damage.
HP ups and stuff, so...
Yeah, like I said, you're going to get the... Well, okay, it's damage, it's speed, and it's range. So the movement speed alone, I would probably be like, all right, have to take the Halo. In a race situation, especially between these two, which, as you're noticing, are super close together, I'm taking the extra movement speed. If I know my opponent that well.
I would have taken the time to bomb the beggars in that room. Oh, no, never mind. He doesn't have bombs.
Yeah, he has no
why
bombs.
He didn't do
Yep.
it.
I was say, Casper's got the plethora.
Problem.
Well, which was, I was just about to say, it's kind of funny. Casper's got a plethora of bombs. I wouldn't call it a plethora, but Problems has all the keys. Now suddenly Casper with back-to-back rooms has picked up 2 keys, so now he has them again, and vice versa. So, never mind.
And Casper's getting healthy over there, too.
Yes, he is. He's almost full maxed out already.
Let's see if he gets that lucky devil deal here. And Casper's guaranteed to get his, being on his caves, too.
Yep, and
not
there's
having to take
no
a red
way.
heart.
There's no way. Wow, Krampus, man. Jesus, dude. Go away, man. Nobody wants you. Have we figured this out? Is there a way to determine if he's going to do the spinning brimstone or just the quad shot that stays stationary?
No known way.
I didn't
you
think
just
so.
have to react.
That's brutal.
I would take the lump of coal and roll the HP. Yeah. Oh,
I love the fact that my
Problems
tracker is
going
ahead of his video. That never happens. Wow, speaking of the full health over on Casper's.
Good lord,
Wow.
touching the book, getting closer to that bookworm.
Doesn't take much. Again, what is it, 3 books per bookworm, if I'm not mistaken, and therefore
Yeah,
double
3
shot most of the
books.
time?
It's like a 30% chance for that double shot.
Yeah, and I swear it's affected by luck, because I seem to shoot more with higher luck. I could be wrong, but
And
that's just
something
what
I
I
hadn't
feel.
even actually thought about, I believe the lump of coal should be synergizing with the Jacob's
Oh.
ladder effect.
Wow, that's a fine point you're making, because if that's a laser, which it is,
Yeah.
wow, that's a good point. I bet it is.
I hadn't thought about it because it's just a homing effect on
Yep.
its own. But yeah, because of that being a laser, it should be getting a big damage boost off that lump of coal.
It sure looks like it
far
is,
away.
because he's melting through this
It-
stuff.
Certainly seems like it because he's still rocking that halo damage up. as
Yeah,
his
the
only damage.
4.00 damage is not indicative of what he's firing out of his face right now. Look at that follower brigade for Casper, too. Jeez Louise. It just keeps growing and growing, because Ghost Baby is so useful.
Ooh, a stopwatch. Is he gonna
Ooh.
try? He didn't even blow up that poop to try and get it.
I'm not that incredibly surprised somehow, because I think something with Casper, when he knows he's up against somebody like Problems, he tends to take it a little bit more kind of by the book, if you will. Which I know is a strange thing to say, especially given Casper. But he tends to take those kind of more, I don't know, straightforward by the book, and like, I'm not taking chances, I'm just going to do the smart thing. Hey, look, health, okay, cool, I need damage now, cool, got it, moving. And, you know,
There we go. A little bit of damage up again for Problems,
Yeah.
and Casper just picked up the what is it called? Euphoria?
Euphoria.
I can never remember. But as long as you're firing in a single direction, you'll notice his tier rate is going to continue to go down anytime he's doing that. Wait, is that item?
That is... Oh my god, I always do these ass backwards, too. These are the worst for me.
Shooting in one direction, increase your fire rate. Yeah.
Yep, it's get your fire rate up, which again, if you look, he's already at 7, I believe, so he can't really get much better.
Okay,
or no, he's at 6.
Every time I look away when he changes is when... Okay, yeah. I'm not noticing the number go down, it's just staying there. I was like, wait, what?
It's because he's pretty much capped out already. It caps out at 5. So he's pretty much at the limit already. So he didn't really gain a hell of a lot from that, and you're never going to notice it.
All right, yeah. I thought it had an effect, much more immediate effect. I guess I'd only find that when I don't have tears up.
Yeah, because honestly, like, that is,
Not
you're
a
right.
great
It
item.
does seem like that is super slow in gaining that. Mind you, it's only 1, but that is super slow.
There it is. It finally went down to 5.
Yeah,
Thanks, Euphoria.
like I said, it takes
And
forever
4.
on this, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, ceremonial
physical.
robes. There's your full
And
health.
he's not working. He's not worrying about taking advantage of it. And the maul for another.
Oh,
damage
Euphoria
above.
does break the tier rate. Oh.
Yeah, it took him below 5 there. I was like,
I did not see that.
Go eventually.
I did not notice that. Okay, I had no idea it broke that.
Yeah, it's a very slow item.
Thank you for the heads up, Mafia. I had no freaking notice of that. Thank you. Well, I mean, I had notice of it, but, like, I didn't pay attention to it somehow. I didn't notice it is what I'm trying to say. But, yeah, he's at 4 right now, so, yeah. Jeez. I never noticed it. All right, Problem's going to use up that red
Paw
heart.
for problems. There we go.
And a little bit of Gimpy.
And a Gumpy.
I'm calling it Guppy from now on.
Gumpy and his pony Pokey.
So says Slackaholicus 2017.
All right. Oh! What?
Interesting.
Really? Passing on that with the rotten baby, I think you have to take the Ipecac.
Man.
I mean, I think you have to take the Ipecac, period, even without being able to bomb through rooms.
I would probably do it just for Rotten Baby alone, because the damage
Yeah.
multiplier on that Rotten Baby tier, really, he's taking the candle. Oh man, here we go. It's just like old time Slack.
God.
Oh my god.
It's literally season 2 right now.
It literally is. This is so flashback for me right now.
And I mean, Probs has a huge lead. He's
does.
down into his one already. He's cooking through there. He's cleared half of it.
But here's the thing. Look at
knows
Casper
where he's
murdering
going.
his foot.
I mean, he does have great damage. God, I don't know. I think
Yeah.
I have to do the Ipecac.
Take the pact, of course, speaking of damage, and now he's Leviathan, so now he flies.
Piercing, more Cupid's arrow popping up on the left
Jeez.
today.
See, I'm telling you, it's all based off of the time that you play the game at. It's off of your system clock. A lot of that is based off of your system clock. It has to be the randomization
it always
factor.
is with random stuff.
Yeah. It's the usual default for randomizing literally anything like that is go off of the system clock.
And Casper is putting in work catching up because Problem's got one of the worst womb rooms. It's just wandering around hoping that you eventually find him. The Jacob's Ladder could help here.
Oh, there. Oh,
but-
wait, there is. Yeah, there we go. Okay,
Please
he's
die,
finally
man.
out. Jeez,
Jeez.
that room. And yeah, here comes
Rude.
Casper,
Maximum
the
rude on that
berserker. Now I want to watch Clerks.
It's all
Why did
those
they do that?
followers he got. Those followers are really carrying Casper right now. Kappa.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that as a total non-Kappa moment, even though you just heard him say it. That wasn't him. That was Gimpy.
That was your cat.
Yeah,
It was one
it
of
was
the
Spaz.
cats. Yeah.
Spaz speaks.
Don't you mean
Yeah.
Gumpy?
Damn it.
There we go.
I'm
And
naming my
Problem's
next cat
doing the
Gumpy.
smart thing. Problem's doing the smart thing, firing from the sides with his piercing shots because each of the arms and the head
All
count as a
piece.
separate entity on that fight. So if you can hit all of them, that's good.
Speaking of, and here's that
There
Death's Touch.
Is the Death's Touch, but for the wrong person.
Yep.
And I'm sure that Problems doesn't have a problem with that right now.
Not IRL. He does. Okay, I'll stop. But you get where I'm going with
Oh
that
my
joke.
God.
You set it up.
All right, I did, maybe. I should have seen that coming. I thought we were going to just leave it at that. I thought we were
No,
fine.
come on. If you know me at all, you know full well I will take the easy, low-hanging fruit every chance that I get. There's so much
Problems has
more
the
fun.
smallest lead right now, but that Sun card could make a big difference come to chest.
I gotta
If he
agree.
can
If
maintain this lead, or even just stay 1 or 2 rooms behind Casper, that Sun card could be the make or break for this race.
To be real, for me in the chest, usually you're talking at least a 2-room change off of having a sun card or any sort of mapping, because I will 99% of the time choose the wrong direction. So,
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm cursed.
yeah, exactly. So, like, I know full well that
I
if
have
I get
IRL
that sun, oh, I need it.
Problems even making it to his heart fight first, his It Lives fight here.
Where is Kasperr's is now the question. That's not the most amazing damage output on It Lives, so Kasperr's got plenty of time here. And that's the perfect build to take on
enough
any
time,
splitter.
and he's got the damage builds.
But here goes
But
Problems.
will he pick the right way next? I was thinking the same thing, up from that large room.
And of course,
but
it's still
Kasperr
wrong.
and I were both wrong. Like I said, I'm cursed. If I say to go a direction, do the opposite, folks.
Well, and you know full well, if you guys watched Season 2, that Kasperr is definitely the founding member of Team Always Go Left. And if you didn't notice, he tried that first. He's been doing that every time, if you guys haven't been paying attention. It's been subtle, but he's been doing it. But yeah, that time, like you said, that one kind of screamed, like, yeah, go up from here. And apparently it's down this way, because I don't know where else it would... Or it's not. Wow. Wow.
What?
What is this? Oh, here it is.
Has to be the
Yep, here we go. All right.
You're a little bit ahead of me on his. I was like, what do you mean? There's a room right there that he can check.
Why hasn't he checked? Oh, yeah, here we go. Now he's found it.
Twitch lag.
Gotta love Twitch lag. I'm using CLR browser, so mine's pretty instant. Yeah, Kasperr's damage is way better.
Rush in his cathedral right now, which is good. I feel like he's going in the right direction. I think it's got to be north from his previous room.
If I could see that map at all, yeah, it's got to be up here.
Yeah,
the way it's splitting now.
A little bit more.
Ooh, just a little bit. Ooh, wow, that Guppy.
Oh my god.
Wow, Kasperr, that deal. Jesus, and say hello to Guppy. First Guppy we've had tonight.
D6 still.
There
oh
he
wait,
is.
you don't need it.
There's Problems fight. And again, he's got the Sun card for the final floor, so Kasperr's really got to haul some tail right about now. Some cat tail, as it were, because he is full Guppy. Again, welcome to my channel. Yeah, Always Go Left is actually my Dungeons & Dragons group policy. See, Synth, your group knows what's up. Your group knows what's up. I would say it knows what's right, but again, low-hanging fruit. Welcome to the channel, etc., etc. We've been here for the last 5 minutes, so we don't need to stay. Hooray for Guppy!
God. It's never gonna leave.
Oh, I love it. Meme the hell out of that. I'm totally down with this.
Gumpy with just the derpy, like a Guppy, but with the derpiest face of all time.
Instead of shooting out flies, it's just like, it's basically like poop bombs for you, except with the tears. Now it just shoots out poop for Kasperr. Oh, 2 more books. He's going to pass up on that Book of Rev, even using it once, because he knows he needs to make up this time.
Yeah, he needs to get going. That would activate his bookworm, though, wouldn't it?
Yes, I think it would, because that would be his 3rd, I believe. Toxic
would
Shock.
the DPS up be worth it? I love Toxic Shock.
I do too.
When you have damage. Unfortunately, Problems has not found damage on this run.
He's not doing horribly, though. If you just saw how quick he made it through that bloat fight, he's fine.
Yes. But his base damage is not
terrible. It's horrible right now, honestly. And Kasperr's in a terrible room, but that circle, man, without that against these ghosts, he'd still have 3. Oh, he's not Guppy, you're right. Holy crap, he only has 2. I thought he was full.
No,
I was counting Problems as Guppy paw pickup is what I did. I screwed it up and thought the paw was over on Kasperr's side. You're 100% correct.
I can't wait to see Sad Bomb strats out of Problems on the boss fight.
You know he's going to.
Oh, he definitely is.
That's why he took it. I guarantee it. And again, speaking of boss fights, Kasperr's halfway through his already. But man, I was going to say that advantage Problems has is huge. And, well, here you go. Because he's here already.
Absolutely needs to find an Emperor card out of one of his chests down here.
Instantly. He's got to get Tarot cards, Emperor card almost. Like, it has to happen. Come on, sheer dumb luck. That's not sheer
There's the first bomb. Oh, look at the lightning.
I should have made that full screen. I did that a little too late.
I can get behind.
I apologize. I made that full screen too late. That was cute though, because well, there you go. The win is up on Problems side already. 1-0 for Problems. Wow, dude. That bomb. That one bomb. That was just incredible to watch. That bomb was cool. I love sad bomb effects, especially when you have a big, like Slack was saying, a big effect like something like, I can't think of the name of the sites now, my goodness. Oh, it's a night.
Oh, Death Touch.
Death Touch, thank you. When you have something like Death Touch, then, you know, you get this huge outcropping of tears on your screen that just, you know, they're spinning in place, doing damage all the time like that. And why is this not working on this screen? Sorry, I'm doing 2 things at once here. But like you said, I mean, it's a huge, huge, huge boon when that happens, so... Big win there for Problems. He's got the first one out of the way. Kasperr was kind of worried about that first round, I know, and this probably is not easing his mind in the slightest bit. But we're just about to start up round 2. Good luck to both of them. Kasperr's going to look to tie this up. Problem's going to look to keep going with the trend that we have here in BOILeR, which is that everybody 3-0 sweeps their opponent, apparently. So we'll see if that holds true. Good luck to both of these guys, though. And yeah, we'll see. Can Problems put Kasperr on the brink of elimination after a BOILeR championship? Or is Kasperr going to even this up finally? Here we go, from the looks of things.
All right.
Problems with the worst build, but he played like a maniac, and that's why he won, Trunks. Exactly the right thing. But that's what you got to do. You got to play with, like, not reckless abandon per se, and I'm sure Slack will vouch for this, but you really have to drop a lot of fear of, you know, oh, I'm going to get hit, or oh, geez, I can't dodge that, and just go for it. Like, you really do. And speaking of the good starts...
Yeah, you just got to get over that stuff. You can't let that hold you back. Well. Hello, Death's Touch.
And also a Destruction, Hagalaz. Not the greatest thing, but it's there. Hey, look what we got for Problems.
Plan friggin' C.
No, well, then again, we're both starting on the first run.
Mush.
My goodness.
Wow.
Damage up, damage multiplier on the mush.
Fantastic.
We are looking
and then
good.
We can go re-roll the Plan C for, hey, a black candle. Great.
For those that don't know, we have Black Candle mod on, so you have Total Curse Immunity, which you might have seen them turn on before the race because of the BOILeR mod that Samuel made for us. So again, big props to that. They automatically have Black Candle, but the only thing that this hands you is 1 Sin Heart, I guess.
It gives you a Sin Heart and an increased Devil Deal chance.
It is, you're right. There is the increased Devil Deal chance, too. Okay. Golden Horseshoe. Do you feel lucky? He is up 1-0. He probably does.
After that last race, I hope so.
Yeah, he should. Kasperr, on the other hand, the first of the second floor. Not by much, because Ragman's pretty much dead for Problems on the left side.
Ragman has just put in the wash.
See, and you thought I was bad.
Hey!
You set that one up. I knocked it down.
I'm just trying to help.
And it's always appreciated. Yeah, good use of that Destruction rune. I love those rooms. Oh, no. Kasperr got clipped by that, by the spike trap on his way out the door, so he lost his Devil Deal guarantee.
Oh, man.
Oh, that was painful. Not just Death's Touch, but if on the left side you got Magic Mush. Damage. We got Soul Hearts now for Problems, like you just said. Good find there, because now he's got the protection Kasperr didn't have. But there's Kasperr's boss fight. 36% chance. Oh my god. So we were talking about damage and multipliers and such. How about Polyphemus attached onto a Magic Mush?
How about Polyphemus? He is at 24.25 damage now.
Look at these tiers, dude. And he's got, I mean, it's not like it's this amazing tier rate because it lowers your tier rate to 24, but it's not like it's the super slowest thing I've ever seen in my life. I've seen it get slower. And there's his boss. So again, we're close to each other, and look at the differential in builds. I mean, Kasperr's good, but that's no Poly.
Let's see how close we get to Guppy off of our first Devil Deal for Problems.
And again, no Devil Deal for Kasperr.
Oh, that's rough.
And if he knows, and I'm sure he knows what Problems has, he's going.
Oh, he's very aware.
Well, he had a Guppy piece.
Oh, nope. We rolled it.
And not taking the shovel.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, he's got the better build right now.
I would take the shovel and just be gone. I would skip caves
but
1.
But that's the thing. I feel like he could easily finish the rest of the run off of what he's got.
Yes,
right here.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
especially after Kasperr missed his first Devil Deal. I don't know.
But then again, he can play it a little bit safer knowing that Kasperr did miss that Devil Deal.
Yeah, Kasperr's a little bit behind because of that.
Yeah.
That's the thing. There's a give and take of, do you just... See, for me, in this case, because... On either side here, if I were Problems or if I were Kasperr and I were was in that situation, I would be like, I know who I'm up against. I know how good this guy is. And I'm pretty sure that I can finish this run. I'm just going to go as fast as I can here. Because if he pulls a better build together than I have, there's a good chance that he's going to win instead.
Exactly. And that's the thing when you have people so evenly matched. And again, if you guys have seen the previous matchups of these two, they're pretty freaking evenly matched. Like, this is probably the most even match that I've seen off of the randomization that happened, so, like, it's crazy how spot on this one is. And, you know, like Slack said, it's, if you know who you're up against, you kind of have to just push it real good, as it were, and just go as fast as you can. Which, speaking of, there's speed up.
All right, Spinnerella, let's calm it down.
Wow, for real. Like that, I would say that's causing problems, but again, ha ha ha, bad jokes are bad.
And Kasperr took red heart damage and missed another double deal.
God. And again,
That
the
is
reroll
not
for
a good
problems pays
situation.
off because now he's got more damage. He's up to 32.36 because now he has growth hormones as well.
It's just absurd. It's just silly at that point. I mean, if anything, he's hoping to find a Tears Up sometime soon.
Yeah,
Like-
literally, if he finds that, I don't know what else he could hope for other than Brimstone.
Wow, and Kasperr sacrificed his devil. Did he get hit before he got into that cursed room?
I
If
didn't-
he did, I missed it.
That is a really good question because I don't think
he
so.
did.
I'm pretty sure no.
But he came out at half a heart, so he either fought something in there and took a bunch of damage from it, or he took damage before going in there. I think.
All right, more damage. Jeez. So they're both rocking some damage.
Oh,
Ups here.
wow.
He did,
He's
according to P. Wizzy.
mascara.
Yes, he did. He did
Okay.
get hit before. Okay. Thank you, guys. Because I missed that completely. So, yeah, so he had already given up on it. Not given up on it, per
All right,
se,
and then,
but...
yes, going into the curse room makes sense there. I was like,
Yes.
that doesn't seem like the kind of silly thing Kasperr would do.
Ooh, two items. What can we get
Double
here?
item room with the little roller in the middle.
Slack Mega.
Get nothing for it. Taking the mega. Interesting.
Gotta do it just because. Oh, yeah,
I don't
break it
think
down.
the mega. Wow, that looked awesome. Killing those all at once. All right. Anyway, I got distracted. I don't feel like mega is as strong nowadays. Maybe he wanted it for just to have some bombs so he could blow up rocks.
I agree because he had none. So, I mean, that's 5 free
Yeah.
bombs for you right off the bat. And given what he has, I'll run with anything that helps me even slightly at this point, which 5 bombs
Good
will
hang
totally do
bandage,
that.
by the way.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, and he
Ooh.
just chunked him down.
Ooh.
God room rolls. Here we go.
Here we
We
are.
doing this.
Yes, we
We're
are.
doing this.
Oh, did he mean to take the spear, though? I'm assuming he did.
I'm
Yes,
not
he did.
sure.
Yes, he did. Look
must
at that
have.
damage. Yes, he did.
He must have, yeah.
When did he roll?
Go back.
I didn't even see the roll happen.
Oh,
I
the
must have
key.
blinked.
And he got the whatever the item is called that you when you get health can sometimes spawn a familiar for you.
Ah, yes.
Immaculate Conception.
Thank you.
There we go.
Of all things, like the most obvious name, and I couldn't come up with that one either. And Dragonfly, what's up? Kasperr, slow down. But if he slows down, that's a problem for him to an extent. Oh, he got
Yeah.
Diana's crown. A little bit of money, which, maybe if you get money equals power, he's close to being able to
Oh,
buy
God,
something.
and he didn't get the 36% deal either.
Nope.
That is
He
just
hasn't gotten one.
bad times. Not a one, and he's on what? Or
Depths one.
Yep. Oh,
Hey, treasure map, not amazing.
he's keeping up, but that's only going to last for so long.
Yeah,
I
there's a
mean,
limit to that. Like, right around, I would say, Mom's
around
Foot.
room one is when that's going to slow down.
Yeah, as soon
And
as you get past Mom's
one
Foot.
specifically, yeah.
Yep. Because that just has so much health to go through, and quite honestly, the builds are immensely different right now.
They're not. It's not even close.
No,
Yeah.
not even. The fact that Kasperr's right here, like Slack said, I mean, it's freaking commendable, but it's with what's going to happen coming up, there's 3 times damage differential almost. That's, oh, well, and now there's
And
a nail.
What are we gonna get here?
Uh-oh. Reroll?
Yeah, with the nail
Oh,
and-
rotten baby, excuse me.
Ooh, rotten babby with that much damage.
Ooh, that's going to multiply
It's a good
damage and spit
time
out
to have
flies, if you don't know.
problems.
That is brutal.
Along with that spear, he's just chunking through everything right now.
Yeah, he
And
is.
the thing is, I do want to point out, Problems has been slowing down. He's been playing a little bit of slower plays a few times because he knows he has this much of a build advantage right now. So that's part of what's been keeping Kasperr competitive in this race. I feel like very, very soon, we're just going to see Problems take off.
Yeah, the pedal's going to go down to the metal at some point here when it's no longer, we don't have to go look for item rooms. When the womb hits, the
Yep.
pedal will go to the metal, and he is just going to haul. Hey, Kazooie Girl, welcome in. Congrats on the win. That was a hell of a freaking victory, might I say.
Congratulations, Kazooie.
Very, very well done. And so she's still in the race for, well, running, I should say, for the $5,000 of the prize pool. Again, the top 4 people that finish in this tournament are going to be in the prize money, so she is still in for it here. And now you get to
And
practice
we
so
have
much more.
Kasperr picking up the Lazarus's rags.
Ooh.
And he's also got a finger. Finger's interesting. I believe it is based off of your damage.
It is.
And it does an AoE effect in front of you where you're pointing it. So it'd be nice if he had more damage to go with it, but as it is,
It's just kind
Yeah.
of there. Yeah, it will also serve
it's
as more
literally
damage.
trying to tickle things today.
Yeah, exactly. It serves as more damage, yes, but not enough to really even kind of make it worthwhile, to be honest with you. Now, again, yes, it is more than what he had, so...
I mean, yeah, it's something for him right now. And if
Exactly.
he finds more damage up, it's going to be something of a
Look
damage
at
multiplier
Problems
for him.
chunk that damn, that's over. Jeez.
That's it.
I hope you didn't blink on Mom's
5
foot
foot
there.
right?
Wow, so Problems cruises onto his womb 1. Remember when we said this is about the time when the pedal goes down to the metal? Don't blink, guys. I tend to believe that this is where Problems just goes, oh look, boss fight's done. So Casper's going to have to absolutely get some, like a blank card Emperor build at this point. And even at that point, I'm not sure that's enough. To be real with you, with this damage differential, Rotten Baby spitting out insane flies. I mean, those are just insane.
Flies doing like 64 damage.
Yeah, I think
or
it's
something
64
like that.
damage on those, because if that's a 2x multiplier, it's actually almost 65 damage per fly. So not only is that one-shotting all these, but it's going to chunk some boss health, too. Another Soul Heart for Problems. Ooh, Casper
And
damage.
Casper getting his first devil deal
Finally.
of the run.
Only took him till what, Depths 1?
Pentagram. You got to roll both.
You have to. No, he took Pentagram.
Wait. What did he do with his D6?
What? What? Where is it?
When did he drop his D6? What did he drop that for?
How the hell did he drop it is my first question.
Yeah, I didn't see any time that he could have dropped that.
Oh, he D6 roomed it.
Oh,
I thought that was a different room than the frickin' reroll your build thing. Okay, that would, yeah, kind of explain a lot.
Now he's got a build.
That would kind of explain a lot that I wasn't really thinking of here. That's why he got the finger and everything. God, I'm dumb.
Yeah, I was like, because he picked up the Lazarus's rags, and I was like, did he roll an item in a different room for that?
Yeah, like, I'm just thinking, like, Jesus, where the fuck did the finger
I
come
knew he
from?
picked
Because
that
I've been
one up.
watching his item rooms, and you're like, oh, he's got a finger. I'm like, he does. Okay, I didn't look at the item tracker and realize the entire rest of it had changed. God. Yeah, that was a D6
Yeah, I
room
don't
that
even-
actually re-rolled his entire build, and I paid no attention to it. I thought it was the re-roll the floor thing. Or re-roll the
I don't have
pedestals on the floor. Excuse me.
I don't have the item tracker up, and I wasn't checking it out on yours. Oops.
Wow, speaking of
That
oops,
explains a lot.
there goes Loki
And
too.
Bye, Loki.
A little bit more
Blue
tears
Cat,
up.
finally! Some tears up for problem.
Which, again, it took, what, 5? So, yeah, that was a fifth of his tier rate. He just increased his tier rate by a fifth, basically. 20%. Did I say that wrong? 20% increase, basically, is what I'm trying to get across. Which is huge when you really consider what he's doing right now. That's a lot more DPS. Oh, Superlust. Bye, Superlust. And Casper gets one of the very few regular Mom's Foots fights of the evening. Those have been very infrequent. It's been all blue and red. And actually, I'm kind of surprised there isn't. Wow. What is with this one library that we all keep getting with the 5 books?
I have never seen that one.
I haven't either up until the race mod went in. I love it because, well...
Activates his bookworm.
Yep.
20/20 chance along with this poly damage build.
Because, you know,
You're
he
gonna
needs a double shot at any point. Man, judges if he wants them. Yeah, more deeps! Yeah, the 6 is the room that he hit. I thought he hit a, is it a 5 room, I believe? Which is the one that re-rolls the pedestals on the floor, because that's 5, isn't it? I never get these right.
5 is reroll the floor.
Yeah, it's re-roll floor. Okay, never mind.
So you can redo the floor, yeah.
God, I always do these wrong. I'm terrible at remembering those. There's 6 of them, and I can't remember it.
I can never remember them except for like 6 rerolls everything and 5 rerolls the floor.
And I had it backwards because I thought, no, it's too obvious at first. Like, there's no way that the 6 is a D6, and it is. Effectively, I should say. 4 rolls the pedestals, 5 is the forget-me-not. Okay, there you go. 4 is the one for the pedestals I was thinking of. So I would have screwed it up in the first place. Ooh, passing it up. Doesn't need those.
He's just looking for the win more button right now.
Yeah, exactly. If there was something Brimstone-y, for example, in there, yeah, sure, you take it just because. But honestly, like, ceremonial robes.
20/20 brimstone polybeam. Yeah, you can take that.
But yeah, like anything like ceremonial robes, you just take because it's free, you know?
Yeah.
And there's no reason not to check. Yep, our victor of the first race is in here, so guys, again, give it up to Kazooie Girl for that win, because, man, those were not easy victories by any means either. There's that double shot just murdering through these bosses. Alright, Casper, where's that boss room? The only other way it can be. Yeah. Poor guy. That is not what you need right now.
Full clearing with this build.
And a blank rune on problems, just in case you needed anything else. Yeah, Brim would be disgustingly slow at this tier rate. I completely agree, but that one shot would probably murder anything.
You'd clear a room out like
yes,
right away.
Without question.
And then you could poke things to death with your Spear of Destiny, and you've got your Rotten Baby in the back too to chunk things down.
And on that note, there goes, once again, there goes Isaac up into the chest for problems. Casper's still working on that Womb 1 boss, Skullx, back in the right-hand side here. What do we got? Bam! How about H? Oh god, Ipecac. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, he rolled it, thank god.
Don't do it. Okay,
thank god. I was expecting him to take it just to be a troll.
Tear down to...
Thank god. I thought for sure he was going to take it and regret it in a few seconds. He knows better. Problems isn't that ballsy. Is that Blood of the Martyr, if I saw that right over on Casper's? I can't see my item tracker now. That is
Popping the Lazarus Rags. I mean, it's smart use of the Lazarus Rags there.
It really is.
To take some more items. It's all he's got going for him.
And at this point, you got to do something. And like you pointed out before, you can't really try to push it at this point to go fast enough to catch up to problems. You just have to play the smartest you can. Because, God forbid, if Problems does somehow eat a death here, you're going to be way better off with the build that you're slowly kind of building at this point. Because you'll have a big enough lead if he dies and has to reset. So you might as well play smart. Not that he isn't playing smart, and I kind of said that wrong. Should clarify. He was playing just smart. Don't take that wrong, but, you know, there's a lot more safety you can play with. Yeah, Libra Ipecac, not the greatest of ideas.
No, very bad idea, in fact.
I can vouch. There's a highlight on my channel.
As someone who has picked up Ipecac while having Libra thanks to Curse of the Blind, it's a bad idea.
Ooh, Sack Dagger in here, too. Book of Secrets.
Mom's Wig, also very good.
Speedball, he needs more
That's
movement
a lot
speed.
Of nice stuff for
now
him.
He's capped. And there's that, again, he's got enough mom items where now the second knife, or well, it's his first knife, is sticking out the backside of Problems. He's got all sorts of niceness going on here.
And a battery back here to roll some
Casper's
more.
got 2 hearts. Well, Bomber Boy, there's a triple in there if you really want to get nutty. If you really want to get stupid nutty. Actually, that's Mom's Eye, isn't it?
Mom's Eye is the one that fires behind you.
Yeah, I just can't tell the difference between the two when they're on a pedestal. Triple shot and Mom's Eye looks so similar to me that I can't tell them apart. But on that note, Problems has found Blue Baby already. Jeez Louise, man. Don't blink, guys. Trust me. Did you blink? It's over.
Done.
Good lord. That damage output. So, like I said, if you blinked, it's over that quickly. It is 2-0 for Problems, and the streakage continues. I'm sorry about the overlay getting in the way of that for a second there. The streakage, though, continues, guys. It is 2-0 Problems. Whoever I'm putting on the left side is just crushing people. I don't know what it is, but apparently I should have put Casper, the leader of Team Always Go Left, on the left if he wanted this. It is 2-0, though. Problems is going to look to close out a possible 3-0 sweep of our former Season 2 champion, iKasperr, who needs 3 wins in a row now to be able to move on to round number 2. Whew. This is going to get brutal, and looks like Problems found his room, so round number 3 should be starting really, really quickly here. Man, dude. Again, this is all sponsored by Twitch. Thank you guys. There is $5,000 on the line that the top 4 finishers in this race are going to, well, in this tournament, I should say, are going to actually be part of. Again, if you check out exclamation mark, wow, that is tough to say. Jeez, exclamation mark bracket will take you to the bracket for everything, so you know what's going on, who's racing who. And yeah, we like 2 races every week. I don't know for certain, because I only saw Problem Side. Which, oof, they're off and racing. We got ourselves a devil deal right off the bat here. Problems playing that demon judgy to
and he gets
no
uphill
effect.
out of it.
We'll take that
Yeah,
mark,
I would
too.
just take the mark there and
you
save
have
the roll
to.
for the item room.
Well, we're going to find out the hard way if...
Ooh.
Wow. Interesting.
Did he accidentally roll that? I would have just taken the Serpent's Kiss there for survivability.
I'm going to have to ask him later. I wonder if that was accidental. I really, really wonder if that was an accidental one. Yeah, the exclamation mark.
I mean, I guess he could have been hoping... I don't know. I would have saved the roll for the boss or the next floor. Whatever.
It's a tough call, because, I mean, I can see that working for you, and I can also kind of understand maybe rolling it given what he's working with, but I don't know, man. That's tough.
Let's see a Joker card.
Two of diamonds, Lover's Devil, nothing. I mean, they're useful, but not what we want. And I finally get to do it. Famine's back. Nice bomb usage there by Problems to get through this really quickly. Casper using up that Sin Heart, which I don't blame him. That room would have taken a while otherwise.
And a cube of meat for Problems. Orbital damage incoming.
And Casper just no luck here. These resets are providing nothing for him in the way of items. He's got to be close to out already. And anemic now on Problem's side. So now if he gets hit, we're going to drag some blood out behind him so that he can actually do some contact damage, which is whatever.
Everybody's favorite, the creep effects. We're also into that. And now Problems with the small rock.
Everything going his way at the moment. So what, 7.5 damage? Yeah, 7.51. I can barely see that from here. Another reroll if he needs it.
Exactly back to base speed as well to counteract the mark.
You're right. I didn't even think about the speed down counteracting it exactly perfectly. And Little Horn right off the bat. Not the greatest of bosses, but when you have that contact damage of an orbital, there you go. Already halfway through. This fight takes me so long. Even with an orbital, I can never get over to him in time. He disappears like this right underneath
Casper full clearing just to find his item room there. And a pentagram, because sure. And because we didn't have enough Rotten Baby action last time.
We need it again.
Not quite as strong as the previous builds.
In fact, it's about a quarter of as strong as the last one was, if you want to get super technical about it, because it's only doing a quarter of the damage his last one did. Hey, the pact for Casper, at least. Finally got something here. Mind you, again...
Yeah, I would take that, the pact, and then the Holy Light.
And Holy Light, yep.
Sure.
This is going to get interesting. Holy Light can really rip through some stuff, too, if it lands. But again, you got to get it to land on bosses.
Just instantly clear room, but it's very random.
Yeah, and that's the issue.
It does not happen too often.
And is there any way to actually... Again, there it is, right there. But there's no way to actually up the percentage of those, is there? Like, tiers don't get... Or that tier doesn't get affected by luck.
That one I don't think it does.
I've not seen it. Like, I had 14 luck on one of my runs.
There's like, it's a 50-50 on which ones do and don't anymore. Because they added in so many that just don't get affected by it. But they also added in a bunch more luck items, so it's like, oh, come on.
Yeah, and I guess therefore I can understand why they did the separation they did there, but it's still kind of like you said, like, really, you just gave me a way to do this finally, and now I don't get to. Like, it is
really
somewhat of a slap in the face.
Gemini
it is based on luck.
From Problems, though. That one does scale.
Really?
Oh, okay.
It just didn't seem like it. All right, fair enough. Let's see. Casper finally to his second floor. Ugh. Finally making this finally making something work
and
here,
a treasure map for Problems.
Oh, God.
The shop actually paid off.
Finally, at least. So one person has made the shop pay off here. One. In 2 weeks. Mind you, only 4 races, but one person has made that shop pay off so far, and it's Problems getting that treasure map. So now he sees the entire layout of the floors.
Drop his Caves 1 boss.
And a blood clot.
Devil deal.
And sure, Eye of Belial.
Eye of Belial, yeah.
I can't say no to it at the moment.
My only worry is that Problem's health is a little bit low.
Oh, that jump timing on Casper's side. That Holy Light, I think, just missed. It wouldn't have mattered much. It was like a millisecond. But that Holy Light just missed. Almost called him Gertie. Why can't I think of names tonight? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Gumby. We're going to go with Gumby. It was Gumby, and he evaded it really well. No, he jumped at, like, the worst time. Monstro is who I was looking for. Jumped at the worst time. And just avoided it, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, nothing in that item room yet. You're gonna hang on. Wow, really? Problem's gonna hang on to that reroll, looks like.
Yeah, his boss is coming up soon.
He's only got the 36% chance at a devil deal, though.
I mean, I would still probably roll my boss room over...
Yeah, or at least take the chance at it.
Yeah.
Wow, he
murdered that. Because boss rooms are guaranteed to be passive.
Well,
alright, and he's taking the HP up.
Again, I don't blame him, because now he's got 2 red hearts to go along with the 3 sin.
Down to depths 1, while Kasperr is plugging along. I mean, Kasperr's build isn't bad so far.
No, not at all. And for having to skip that item room, again, he started out pretty dang decently. There's a luck up again, so he's got
And for having
luck.
to skip his devil deal.
Yeah.
So he's running the risk of getting gob rooms now, too. And that is not going to be...
Although, to be honest with
time.
you, as long as you have 1 bomb and your D6 roll for that, God rooms really aren't the worst things for us, because you're guaranteed 2 items at that point. So,
the problem is you're still taking the time to
Yes.
kill the angel, though.
and with the build
And
that
when
Kasperr
you
has...
have a not very good build, it's going to take extra long.
Speaking of the angel room, what do we do? Prayer card. Yeah, I'm rerolling. And here we go. Exactly what I said. Bomb the statue. Pray that you... I was going to say pray to God, but no. But yeah, pray that you get something good out of it. Wow, those holy tears. He landed like 6 of those in a row.
Good God.
I've never seen it proc that much. There's the 1 luck coming into play, obviously. So yeah, I guess it is luck-based. Damn.
Problems plowing through his floor. That map is just saving him. So
Scapular?
much potential time here.
I don't blame Kasperr for leaving the rest, but I'll take Scapular.
Oh, wow.
Can
This
make
is a
that work.
perfect boss for the Eye of Belial. Bye, sister.
Except for that whole movement part.
Well,
1 little bit of damage,
Exactly.
not that big of a room for him. I couldn't even see that. That was Judas' shadow.
Judas' shadow.
Damn.
Wow.
Well, I guarantee. Yeah, I was gonna say I guarantee I know where this is going, and Problems is killing himself off here. Excuse me. I agree.
So he was
bam.
rocking 8.43 damage, and he just skyrocketed it up to 16.86. He just doubled his damage output for those that can do that simple math.
Yep, and that's exactly why he died off of Judas' shadow there. He basically kept about the same amount of health in the process, and there's really no reason not to. Double up your damage? Yeah, do it. You do that in a heartbeat. If you're looking for boiler info, !boiler or !bracket will take you to the actual bracket for you. Hey, what's up, Seth? How you doing? All right, 1 key, make that 2 keys for Kasperr, so I guess that's pointless now. Apple, hell yeah, we'll take that for even more random damage as he'll fire out a couple of, I can't think of words, razor blades. There's one of them right there that you could see. But again, Problem's just murdering on through here. He's already at his boss fight, so Mom's foot, we got a regular one again. Also, don't blink. Jeez Louise, the damage he outputs. And just like perfect timing on that bomb, too. Take that Polaroid, and he's going to move on down to the
Down
1.
to room 1 before Kasperr even makes it into the depths.
Although Kasperr
All
caught
right,
up real
well,
quick there. That holy light
that-
was perfect. That could not have been more perfect. Let's see, we'll take the safety pin after that reroll. Why not?
Yeah, you gotta...
Yeah.
You're tier capped already. There's no reason to take it.
He is an apple. Now we can keep the doctor away. Just 1, take the S off of that one, Duckney. There you go. Blaney's got it for you right afterwards. Yeah, because we rolled 1-3 to nothing earlier. Right, I never get runs this good. Let alone when I try to go fast. I sure as hell don't get runs this good. Every now and then, yes, but God, they're infrequent. But then again, if you think this run is good, go back and watch round 2, because he had 64 some odd damage on his tiers, I believe. Or on the fly damage, I should say. So
Problem's doing a
32.
really good job of not getting hit ever since popping that Judas' shadow.
Yep, he's
Built
been a
up
lot
2
safer.
extra soul hearts on top of it.
Not just being a lot safer, I mean, he's being very, very good about what he's doing, too. It's not like he's just, like, trying to back off and like, oh, jeez, don't hit me, and running away or anything. And just like that, murders his boss. A little bit more speed up, because he was back down to 1.
with... Oh, God, the horde.
Nothing.
You have to pass on that. You can't go down to 1 heart.
No, I agree. At this point, if it were a
That's
red
a
heart
waste
that you
throw
could
at that
somehow spend, if he could have picked up a health up in that boss room, which is why he rerolled, if you could have picked one up there, then, you know, yeah, then you're spending it. But otherwise, you just can't do it. You just cannot do it. Because I have, let's be super honest here, like knowing full well that I was trailing hyphenated at one point, like I did stuff like that because it's, you know, when you're on, not tilt per se, but when you know full well that you're trailing somebody that's going to have a huge lead, you kind of do some stupid things. I don't recommend it. Just go with what you know is your game.
Kasperr's damage output isn't bad when he's getting the Razor Blade procs there. And a blue cap when he was already tier capped.
Ooh, here we go with Brimstone, though, for him.
Oh, my.
So now,
and a little Brim
Leviathan
on top of it.
So now he's got Little Brim, Regular Brim, and Flight. But again, is on Depths 2, whereas on the left-hand side, Problems just finished off Womb 2. Ooh, cheap shot there at the end on that damage. So he's up to the Cathedral, but only 3 hearts left for him. Kasperr's got 10.5. I almost said 11, but he's got 10.5 hearts by comparison. Yeah, that Brimstone, though, it is huge. That is a huge game changer, but is it too little too late?
It's a major game changer, but it's definitely... At this point, he has to rely on Problems to die.
Ooh, or finding his boss fight like this. That's going to help.
And for Problems, I mean, even though he took that one cheap shot at the end of the previous boss fight, I don't think that that's going to get into his head. Problems is pretty experienced.
He's not on tilt at all right now if you look at what he's doing. He's playing very, very skillfully right now, so that did not tilt him.
Very slow, very methodical, very safe. He's still got his head perfectly in the game. He's doing a great job.
He knows he's up by 2 floors right now, so I'm sure he knows this. And, I mean, they're talking to each other in the call, I'm positive. Which, by the way, !multi2. And you can get into both of these guys' channels. Make sure to get both of these guys a follow before I forget to say it, because I'm terrible about remembering this stuff. Likewise goes for my co-host, Slackaholicus. You can see his name spelled in the upper left-hand corner, and the cat in the upper middle is actually supposed to be his cat Saber in that picture. So, yes, we're both cat fiends. Well, it's more that we both have a female cat.
During all this.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's more that we both have a female cat who's a slight terror.
All right. Problems is doing it. He's going in.
I like the approach, even with only 2 hearts.
Very good.
I like
Perfectly executed.
It's ballsy, but I like it.
He did get hit another time on this floor, so he is down. Or was that a...
No, he's got 2 hearts right now.
Okay.
Well, 2 sin hearts, I should say. And just like that, he's clear. Oh, no, he didn't clear it. I thought that was done. I lied. There we go. Now it's dead. So he's up to his chest.
And Kasperr is doing his damnedest after finding that Brimstone. He's clearing. He's chugging through 1. But he's
I like that move by Problems for the extra item. Cancer out of it.
I meant to point that out. Once he picked that up earlier, I knew that he's going to hold out.
Oh no, the teleporting. I have no idea. Oh wow, actually look at where he went. 1 room left of where he started. I gotta say though, it's not. Yeah, I was gonna say the boss fight's down here, and he's going the way that I agree with right now. He's making his way to the south on this map. I agree wholeheartedly.
That proptosis is so nasty.
Especially with again, for those who can't see the build, I have him not with the build on there. Yeah, that's a pretty disgustingly powerful build. What is that? 33.7 damage. Kasperr's got his boss fight here, but like we said, is that Brim too little too late? Because wow, was I wrong? Did I not see 1 more room attached on Problem side? Okay, it is over here. Never mind.
No,
I thought there was 1 less room over here, but there's his boss fight, looking for that 3-0 victory. Unless he mashes the teleport button and gets hosed, I don't see this being a problem. Guys, 4 races so far in Binding of Isaac Racing League's return. 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, and 3-0. Oh, and by the way, we've lost our defending champ.
Deal for Kasperr.
Wow, he finally gets a deal.
With all the damage.
Oh god, let me flip. Can you see Kasperr's deal if I don't flip it over? Like, that's insane. Oh, he just got the most insanely damage outputting deal ever. That's such terrible timing. But on that note, guys, Problems wins it 3-0. Amazingly enough, again, that last run especially, Kasperr just, I mean, he had a build going. He definitely got it right there at the end. But wow, it was just too little too late. When he got that Brimstone, if that would have been 2 floors earlier, we probably had a race on our hands. But Problems was just too far ahead, and with the 2-0 lead already, it's 3-0 now, and he moves on to round 2, which, again... Yeah, you kind of have to face Barry in round 2, Problems. I'm sure Kasperr is not exactly upset by the fact that he lost here, because I know his exact quote was, I would have just lost in round 2 anyways, so, because he knows Barry is a hell of a competitor. So Problems now has to face Barry in round 2. And if you guys were here during the first week, yeah, Barry don't mess around either. So round 2 is going to have some filthy good races, and we already know one of the matchups is going to be this guy is Barry against ProblemsIRL. So well played to both of you guys. Kasperr, our defending champion from Season 2. Sadly, I gotta say goodbye to him here, and I don't get to go to PAX East, so I don't get to hug him next week either. But know that if I could, I would, Kasperr, because you know me well enough to know that I would. Much love to him, seriously. Thank you for taking part in this again. Again, that was our defending champion from Season 2, so that should tell you where all of the racing has gone as far as, like, the skill level for everybody. Yeah, enough said, right? So you can see where the rest of this tournament is going to go, and it's going to be pretty disgustingly good, so we got a lot more ahead of us. Next week, for example, excuse me again, there is going to be, it's on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern again, so don't think that it's at a different time. Again, I know it's kind of during PAX, and that's a little bit screwy, so apologies on that, but I didn't really schedule that stuff, so it is what it is. But next week we have, let's see, it's a 6-God versus, is that Ryu? Yes, it is, versus Ryu. And then we're also going to have Slack